Hi everyone. I haven't been here for a while and I thought I'd come in and just do a little quiet punching, maybe a word from here and there. And I had a question the other day I wanted to answer. Someone had asked me which way the bevel went, and that's a good question. It just depends on where I'm at in my piece. I'm going to start right here. I'm working on a design again by Lori Brecklin. This is called Bluebell. And as I'm starting in here in between the tail and the body, the bevel at this point is heading towards the camera. You can see it's open to the camera, but at times I may turn it and it may come straight forward. It just depends on where you're moving in your project. So here we're going to begin. I am punching with 2 strands of Valdani pearl cotton, and if you're not familiar with the Valdani pearl cotton, you can actually, from one spool, come up with 2 strands. If you look towards the inside, you'll find that there is a loose thread that comes out from the inside. You see that? That loose thread? And then you have the outer thread. You have the outer thread. And you can work successfully with one spool and have 2 strands. You just kind of have to dig in the center there to find the one that's loose. Okay, I'll continue. Right now I am still, my bevel is out away from my stitches. Now when I come into this corner, I might come one going forward instead of sideways, and then once I'm out of that corner, I'll again turn and go back the other way. You never know how clear these videos are going to be, so hopefully this gives you a good perspective. And you can see it's getting close in here between the stitches, and I'll show you what I'll do when I come back. When I come into an area like this where the stitches are getting close, I'll turn my needle so that the bevel is facing me, and then I'm able to come right back down through that close space very easily. And if I need to, I can actually try to pull those stitches apart a little bit, but look, that's really close, so I'm not even going to try to fit another stitch in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger here and I'm going to hold the thread, create a little slack, and there's a loop, and then I can continue. There's no need to keep stopping and cutting off and rethreading. So we're going to keep going here. See, I'll be able to do this whole section here without once turning my frame. So we'll keep going here. See, I got in there kind of tight, so I'm going to turn my needle towards me to come back out of that curve there, and then I can go back to my needle facing the camera, the bevel. This time I'm okay, I don't need to turn. But once you get into that tight spot, and you're able to keep your stitches nice and tight, I'll come back at myself with the bevel forward, and then I'll turn the bevel back out. There is no 100% this is the correct way to do it. Whatever feels comfortable and allows you the best continual punching without cutting, without turning your work, etc. This is what I have found that works best for me. And I know it can be quite discouraging, but just please don't give up, because once you do master this, you will just love it. It's very therapeutic, I believe. So now, see, I've done that whole section, and I have not turned my work once. I'm getting kind of tight in this corner here, so now I'm going to turn and I'm going to come back out this way. See, I'm too tight, so I'm just going to leave. There's no stitches needed there. I'm going to pull that up again, and then I can continue. Back out, forward, and I can go back